Today is number 10. Are you excited? I'm excited. I feel like this could have been more bouncy, but it wasn't. Here's number 10. Let's see, what do we have today? Do you feel like you're prepared already? Like, are you getting something out of this? I hope so. I hope you told your friends. I told you before. Okay. We're back to brand. We're sticking to brand. We're talking about how do you promote your brand? Well, obviously we've covered a few things already. How do you market? Well, you want to make sure that people see you. If you're an entertainer, if you're a content creator, entrepreneur of some sort, you want to make sure that you are on all the social media platforms as your potential clients are. If you're just jumping in here, we have mentioned this before. We have mentioned LinkedIn, Instagram, Linktree, all of that stuff. If you are just jumping in, watching just one video, I want to make sure you understand this, that we are building something moving forward, okay? So every single piece is going to be like pieces of a house. So at the end, we're going to be having a big celebration because we created something cool. So again, how do you market yourself? Well, you market yourself by making sure that people are seeing you. And if you think to yourself, like if you see something, see a brand, you get a feeling, you get like an association with something. The more pieces of content and the more touch points you have with somebody, the easier it is for you to actually reach them after. So it's not like you're just gonna go one day, oh, I need the new Nike shoes. No, because obviously you've probably seen them before. You've seen the brand before. You know the logo, you know what they stand for, you know the feeling they're portraying. Maybe you already saw some celebrity have on the new Nike shoes, because how else would you know that they have a new release that just arrived? You've probably seen an ad somewhere, and then, pops up, and then you Google Nike new shoes. You don't want to miss this opportunity. If somebody Googles Nike new shoes, Nike want to make sure that they are on top because they want people to buy from them. Same thing goes with, corporate entertainer or MC or YouTuber, content creator. The more you can be seen around, and when people are like, oh my god, I have to Google this, because that's what people use to search for anything. Everybody uses Google. They search for pianist Stockholm or whatever. So they search for that. You want to make sure that you are on top. So when it comes to marketing, Instagram and Twitter, X, and Facebook and all of these things all matter. But when it comes down to actually selling your service, you want to make sure that Google is finding you. And you have a website already. I really hope you have a website already. You want to make sure that people actually find you. Because it's hard to go onto Instagram and search for pianist Stockholm and hoping that you're going to find just you. Or they maybe they don't even know that you live in Stockholm. So maybe they just search for pianist and they're going to find somebody who has like 33 million followers or something, and that's probably not going to be you. You want to make sure that everything is pointing people to the right place. Where are people actually finding you, and how can you sell that service to them when they're needing it? So when it comes to creating stuff to market with, Canva again is a great option for this. You have your brand colors, you have your fonts, you have everything prepared, you know exactly what you're doing, you know the feeling you want to portray, and you also have all the templates that I showed you in the former video of this. So you have the templates, you create whatever, put in your fonts, your colors, your pictures, and you just press it out in the size that you need. And it's going to be the tool for you when you're creating anything that comes to content. You could just take a photo and post it, and that's totally fine. And you could do, if you're out on a gig or whatever, and you're being, filming yourself from the side as a selfie video, post it, absolutely. Make it easy for yourself. But if you want to create actually marketing material, you want to make sure that you can feel that it's the same brand everywhere. So you don't go one logo here, this is a different color, because then people are going to get confused, and you don't want confused people. You want clients who know exactly what they're buying, so they buy from you. So when it comes to having a marketing strategy, I don't 100% necessarily say that you need one in the beginning, but you have to think, what do you want to portray for people? Do you want people to see the show you're producing? Like in my case, I don't share my full show because I want people to understand that they're buying the show. They can't just Google the show and it's going to be there. I share snippets of my show, and that's part of my marketing strategy. I want people to be intrigued, and I know exactly when I want to show on Instagram or LinkedIn or wherever it is that now it's the time to book whatever, because people forget. As what is it right now? The middle of December, and people cannot think now is the time to book a magician for the Christmas party, because I'm obviously already booked, it's already done. So that's not happening. So in my case, I have to think about, okay, when are people actually booking the Christmas shows. And I know that they're booking it in August, September, October. So that's when I have to market to them. I have to tell people on LinkedIn more than once, this is the time to book, this is the time to book, this is the time to book. But not only pushing it out, I have to, on LinkedIn, I have to make sure, because it's part of my marketing strategy, to tell a story, because that's what I know are captivating people. I tell a story about when I was on a cruise, for instance, and then at the very end add, oh, do you want to book me? This is how you do it. When it comes to like posting, I think the more you post in general is better. If you have no idea like exactly what it is you want to do, play around in the beginning. You're going to see that some things are going to be performing better than other things. Maybe you know that all of your people following live in Stockholm, then you want to make sure that you're posting in times where people in Stockholm are actually alive and, you know, doing the things that you want them to be doing. Maybe they're commuting and they're sitting like this on their Instagram, and maybe that's a good time for you to make sure that your posts are being seen. But it's all about trying. So in the beginning, you're gonna have no idea what to do about this. And in a few days, we're gonna talk more about analytics and how to actually find them and make sure that you understand what the analytics is telling you. But I think the most important thing is to stay on track with what it is you're doing. And you don't know what's working until it's been a while. Like my assistant started working 1st of August and we started, you know, this whole plan and what we were doing. And we started shifting, not after 1 week, not after 2 weeks, but after about 2 months. That's when we knew what was working and what was not. So give yourself time, give the algorithm time, and give the audience on each platform time to understand what it is that you're doing. I mean, this we can talk about a million times. Don't post and ghost. Like if you post something, do you like dogs or cats more, or whatever, and people go cat, 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 and you obviously have a dog on the photo, maybe you should just comment back to everybody, like reply to everybody and be like, oh my god, I'm obviously a dog person. So, you know, like have a conversation, because otherwise why would people spend 5 seconds commenting and liking, and, you know, why are people there for you? That's a good question to think about in general. If you don't want, like, why do you want the followers? Do you just want them for the number? Or are you actually trying to build a community? If you're building a community, you have to build a community, and just replying to people is kind of polite. Like you don't go on the street and somebody says hello and that's not very nice. So if people are taking the time out of the day, might as well reply to them. I think that's a nice marketing strategy in general. But mainly stay on track and try things, and don't stop too soon. Like give it some time. If you think it's a good idea, I mean, most of the time you just need time to make it work. Amazing. So I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.